it's Dr. D. Welcome to this podcast. We are talking about online courses, and the online courses that we're going to focus on are public speaking communication courses. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. So I get a lot of questions about audience. What should I do with the audience? Okay, so let's say, for example, your class requires you to have audience members. You're going to know that in advance. So it's going to be either on the syllabus or it's going to be in the module, or your instructor may give you a heads up. So if that's the case, you need to gather your friends and your family very, very early and schedule times that you will need them for speeches. We are busy adults. We have a lot going on. Anything can shift. So you certainly want to make sure that you grab your audience. Let's say you can't physically grab your audience, try do it online, do group meet, do Zoom, Teams, what have you. You just make sure that we can see you and your audience. When you have an audience, the camera placement matters, lighting matters, the positioning that you're in matters. So you want to make sure that you put the camera in the audience seat, because that is the best angle for your instructor to see you. Okay. You want to make sure that your instructor can see your full body nonverbal communication. So you need to be standing up. Your audience needs to be sitting down. The camera needs to be sitting next to someone, or someone in the audience holding up the camera, whatever, however you want to set that up. But that is how you want to do that. You need to be centrally located in the room. The lighting needs to be above you, around you. You need to have lighting, and things need to be decluttered around you. So anything behind you needs to be decluttered. If you have a visual aid, in most classes, they will ask you to use a visual aid. If that is the case, you need to stand to the left or the right of your visual aid. If you have a visual aid in your arm, you need to put it in the crux, the middle of your arm. Hold that visual aid. Like, let's say you're doing a story, you're reading a book to children. You want to put it in the crux of your arm so you can point things out or turn pages. Okay. So same thing is true for a visual aid. You want to project it on a TV if possible. When you put it on the TV, you can point things out. You can control what's happening. Your PowerPoint or visual aid or whatever you're using is your co-pilot. You are trying to do ethos, pathos, and logos in every single speech assignment that you have. Ethos is your credibility. Logos is the logical claims and arguments that you're making. So information, facts, figures, all those kind of things. Credibility, I've done the research. I know this material. I'm familiar with this. I've read about it. I have friends that are involved with. That's your credibility. The pathos is the emotional side. So that's when you need to use pictures and use storytelling, which is what I suggest that you do. Use storytelling to kind of guide your speech and to let people know there's an emotional side. Whatever the topic is, there is an emotional side to that topic. It's your responsibility as a communicator, as a speaker, as a storyteller to find that emotional side. It's easy to do in a PowerPoint because you can just add pictures to help you. But if you don't have a PowerPoint, it's a little harder for you to describe the emotional side. That's why a story is super important. If you start using a story, that will help you to get those emotional aspects of a speech. So I hope that's helpful. And this is part 2 of how to prepare for a speech. And we are going to also talk about what you should be wearing during a presentation, what it should look like during a presentation. So we're going to talk about the nonverbal aspects of your preparing for a presentation. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy your day. See you in the next episode.